What if the most rebellious act you could commit today isn't loud, isn't flashy, but is so quiet it changes everything? Listen just for a moment. No, don't actually click away. I need you here. But mentally hit pause. Take a breath. You good? Because I'm about to share something. And I promise, this isn't another pep talk designed to make you feel like you're not doing enough. This isn't about waking up at 4 a.m. to wrestle a bear before breakfast. No, this is about a deep, almost forgotten need your very essence is probably screaming for. Are you listening? You need to master the art of genuine rest. I mean, really rest. The kind that sinks into your bones. The kind that's intentional. This isn't just about plugging in your phone. It's about plugging you back in. Not merely so you feel a bit better, but so you can become truly formidable again. Yes, I said it. Rest so profoundly, it makes you a force to be reckoned with. Somewhere down the line, we all got tricked. We bought into the giant myth that stillness is weakness, that if you're not constantly hustling, producing, proving, you're somehow failing. So now, many of us rest like we're on a run, sneaking it in, feeling ashamed, one eye glued to a screen, endlessly scrolling while a show you don't even care about drones on in the background. All the while, a little voice whispers, "You should be doing something." That's not rest. That's a torture chamber built of pixels and guilt. True rest isn't just stopping emotion. It's inviting in the quiet. It's your mind, your body, your spirit coming back online fully. And believe me, I'm not pointing fingers. I've lived there, burned to a crisp, spread so thin I was transparent, constantly telling myself, just this one more push, as if that wasn't the 400th one more push that week. Have you ever been so exhausted that your dreams are just you answering emails? Yeah, that's not rest. That's your subconscious sending out an SOS in a PowerPoint slide. Let me tell you a quick story. It's one of my favorites. There was a young, ambitious woodcutter. He wanted to be the absolute best. He trained, he practiced, he kept his axe gleaming. He did everything right. One day, he challenged an older, seasoned lumberjack to a contest. From sunrise to sunset, whoever felled the most trees would be champion. The young man went at it like a storm. Nonstop, hour after hour, he'd glance over and see the old man sitting down, drinking some tea. He even saw him take a nap once. The young guy thought, he's mine. This old-timer is just wasting precious minutes. The sun dipped below the horizon. They tallied the wood. The old man had won. The young woodcutter was stunned. How? I never stopped. You took so many breaks. The old man just smiled. Yes, he said, but every time I sat down, I was sharpening my axe. Boom. That story has a permanent parking spot in my head. Because that's the secret power of real rest. It doesn't make you lazy. It makes you incredibly sharp, intensely focused, utterly present. Rest isn't the opponent of achievement. It's the very thing that makes achievement last. But here's the problem. Most of us don't truly rest. We numb. We try to escape. We distract. We gobble down food standing at the counter. We flick through 17 different social media feeds while tucked in a bed. We binge watch 4 episodes of something and can't recall a single character's name. That's not rejuvenation. That's hitting the mental snooze button because your system knows you won't hit the off switch. Do you ever wake up feeling more drained than when you want to sleep? Yep. That's not proper sleep. That's your whole system trying to reboot after a critical crash. And let's be real. So many of us are just chugging along on empty, forcing a smile through the weariness like some kind of possessed theme park mascot. So let me ask you, when was the last time you felt truly, deeply awake? Not just not asleep. I mean vibrant, clear-headed, peaceful. Like you could just look at the world and think, yeah, I'm here. I'm good. It's a rare feeling, isn't it? But it shouldn't be, because when you're truly rested, you think with more clarity. You love with more generosity. You laugh more freely. You find it easier to say no to the things that deplete you and a wholehearted yes to the things that ignite your spirit. You stop lurching from one crisis to the next in survival mode and start moving with intention. You stop snapping at your loved ones over tiny things. Stop misplacing your keys constantly. Stop losing huge chunks of your day to pointless scrolling. You become yourself again. But rest isn't something that just happens if you wait long enough. You can't just wait until you're utterly broken down to finally give yourself what you need. That's like waiting until you've collapsed from dehydration to look for water. Rest is deliberate. You schedule it. You guard it. You fight for it, as if your very life hinged on it. Because in a way it does. And I hear you. I am Buse. Life is crazy. But let me gently say this. You don't have the luxury of not resting. You don't have the time to keep sputtering on fumes, making critical decisions with a brain shrouded in fog and a nervous system that's perpetually on high alert. Because the tired version of you, that's not your best self. Tired you is forgetful, irritable, and sees threats everywhere. Tired you believes every minor hiccup is a catastrophe and that everyone is secretly out to get them. But the rested you? That's a whole different ballgame. Rested you is thoughtful, clear, funny again, creative, brave. Rested you has firm boundaries. Rested you remembers what truly counts. Rested you walks into a room with a quiet confidence that makes people notice. You move differently when your soul isn't dragging itself along. And the wonderful part? Rest doesn't always mean a 2-week escape to some remote island. Though if that's on offer, let me know. Sometimes, rest is 15 minutes of pure silence before the chaos of the day begins. A walk outside without anything plugged into your ears. Eating your lunch without a screen in front of your face. Turning off your phone at 8 p.m. just to sit with your own mind and realize you don't have to solve every problem in the universe tonight. Sometimes rest is a belly laugh with someone who truly understands you. Sometimes it's a nap you don't feel the need to apologize for. Sometimes it's simply saying, I'm not available for that right now, without feeling compelled to give a 5-page explanation. That's not being selfish. That's profound wisdom. You're not a robot. You are not a productivity machine. You are not your to-do list. You are a human being, and you have limits. Respecting those limits doesn't make you weak. It makes you incredibly smart. Ever notice how animals instinctively know when to rest? A lion doesn't feel a shred of guilt for snoozing 20 hours a day. A cat will happily make a bed on your keyboard while you're trying to work, completely unconcerned. But us? We will literally run ourselves into the ground while insisting, I'm fine, just a bit tired. So, here's your friendly nudge from me, your pal on the internet. Take the nap. Breathe deeply. Silence the noise. Say no. Let those dishes sit in the sink for an extra hour. The world will not implode. And if it does, at least you'll be well rested to deal with it. Stare at the ceiling. Pet your furry friend. Hug someone for a little longer than usual. Let your shoulders actually drop from around your ears. Give your nervous system a vacation from being constantly on alert. Because when you rest properly, you return transformed. You come back grounded, calm, focused, clear-eyed, fully recharged. And that version of you? That version is dangerous. Dangerous to burnout. Dangerous to the need to please everyone. Dangerous to fear. Dangerous to anything and anyone that ever tried to convince you that your worth is measured by how much you produce. So go on. Sharpen your axe, my friend. The world desperately needs what you have to offer. But first, rest. Rest like your very power depends on it. Because it does.